Bowl season is here! Yay! You know what I was thinking about this morning when I was looking at this lineup of today's games? It's funny how your perspective changes, right? From 3 or 4 months ago till now. Do you guys remember when the season first started? Not even really week 1. You remember they had that week called week 0, right? That was a week before the real season started, and you had 4 or 5 games that first weekend, and let's be honest, none of them were that good, but you hadn't seen any college football since January, right? So you really didn't care. We got all excited about a bunch of basically nobody teams playing other teams we never heard of in some cases, but we were so excited because it was the start of college football season. Fast forward till now, and you look at this lineup here for the first Saturday of bowl season, and not a whole lot of big name teams, right? But there are a few interesting matchups today. In today's video, I'm going to preview and predict today's bowl games. There's 5 of them, and there are some interesting ones, sort of. There's one Power 5 team, right? Georgia Southern is playing in a bowl game today, which is of interest to a lot of people who live around UNCLELOU in the Georgia area. A couple of good ones. We'll preview and predict them today. I'll tell you how I think they're going to go. Bowl games are notoriously hard to predict. You never really know the mindset of a team heading into a bowl game, right? Sometimes teams just don't show up. Anyway, we'll do our best to give a prediction on these games. Now, just like during the regular season, all of these bowl previews that I do this month and into January are going to be sponsored by the good people over at betnow.eu. There's a link in the description of this video. If you click it, it'll take you over there. They'll get you set up on all your college football betting needs, try to make you some money during bowl season here. Everybody needs to make money around Christmas time, right? If you're like me, you're going to be broke here pretty soon. Anyway, shout out to them. Click the link in the description. There's a promo code. UNCLELOU, one word, all lowercase letters, UNCLELOU. They'll give you a bonus on whatever you deposit. Good luck. All right, here we go. Like I mentioned, this is the first Saturday of bowl games. Right, let's see, is Tennessee playing today? No, they must be playing next week. Okay, up first today, Tulane versus Louisiana Lafayette. I know. Is this a rivalry game? Both these teams from Louisiana, right? Game not played in Louisiana, though. This one's played in Orlando, the Cure Bowl. What are they trying to cure? Probably cancer or something would be my guess. I should have looked it up, but I did. Maybe they're trying to cure irrelevant trolling. If that was the case, I would definitely watch this game. That's a cause worth fighting for. Tulane's a 3-point favorite in this one. They finished the season 6-6. Louisiana Lafayette finished the season 7-6, right? So, like I said, neither one of these teams setting the world on fire here. Not a whole lot to get excited about here. These two teams, to me, in looking into them, appear to be pretty evenly matched, right? Both of them have pretty balanced offenses between the run and the pass. I think this will be a pretty good game. In cases like this where, to me, there's no clear-cut team, neither one of these teams is clearly better than the other. In a case like that, I tend to take the points. That's what I'm going to do here. Give me Louisiana Lafayette and the 3 points. All right, now, this one at least has a good team in it. Now, it's not a Power 5 team, but this is a good team here. They're a West Coast team, Utah State. I know a lot of people didn't pay a whole lot of attention to this team during the season, but they were really, really good this year. Kind of a surprise to me at the end, losing to Boise State, but nevertheless, they finished the season 10-2. They get a trip to the New Mexico Bowl to take on North Texas. North Texas 9-3, so a pretty good year for them too, right? Both of these teams, great passing games. Rushing-wise, you got to give the edge to Utah State, and I think that will be the difference in this game here. I do expect North Texas to put some points on the board and move the ball up and down the field through the air. Utah State can do the same thing. However, like I said, on the ground, you got to give the edge to Utah State here. I think they slow the game down enough here to win this one, but 7.5 I think is a little bit too much. 6.5, maybe I go with Utah State here. 7.5 point spread though. I'm going to take North Texas, again the underdog, give me the 7.5 points. All right, so I've taken 2 underdogs so far here, and now we come up to a game. Now here's the Power 5 team, Arizona State. Herm Edwards, make sure you watch the post-game press conference here. This guy, Herm Edwards, I mean, him and Mike Leach, and you can throw Gundy in there too from Oklahoma State. Probably the most entertaining post-game press conferences week in and week out during the season. You never know what these clowns are going to say. But in any case, Arizona State taking on a really good Fresno State team Fresno State is actually favored in this one over the Power 5 team, Arizona State. They're a 6-point favorite, Fresno is. This is the Las Vegas Bowl. Where's that played at? Las Vegas? Yeah, Las Vegas. Arizona State finished 7-5, but they won 4 of their last 5 games. So is that a sign that people starting to buy into the Herm Edwards approach, or is that more of a scheduling issue? Well, I'll let you be. I'll let you be the judge of that. Fresno State finished 11-2, like I mentioned, a really, really good season. I'm not picking the Pac-12 to win a single bowl game this year until they win one. Well, what was their record in the bowl game last year? 1-8, 1-9, something like that. They only had one win all of last year during the entire bowl season. They come out this year widely considered to be the worst conference, right? I know the ACC had a down year this year. I would still take the ACC against the Pac-12 in a head-to-head thing, however you wanted to match the teams up. I still think the ACC overall is better than the Pac-12. Pac-12 is just really, really bad. No elite teams, bunch of so-so teams, and a lot of terrible teams, right? Arizona State falls somewhere in the middle there, in my opinion. Fresno State is definitely the better team here in my mind. I'm going to take Fresno State here. Now, I do think Arizona State is a better team today than they were in September. I do think they're improving, but like I said, if I'm going to be wrong on a Pac-12 game, I'm going to be wrong picking against the Pac-12. Until they win a couple of bowl games, no way I can go with them. Give me Fresno State, lay to 6 points. All right, here's one I'll watch a little bit of today. Just, obviously I'm from Georgia. I live in Georgia. Georgia Southern is a 3-point favorite over Eastern Michigan in the Camellia Bowl. Where's this one at? Montgomery, Alabama. Whee! There might be 11 people at this game. Let's just be honest. Eastern Michigan 7-5. Georgia Southern, pretty good year, 9-3. Here's the problem when you look at this game here for Eastern Michigan. You say, well, 3 points. This one could go either way. Obviously, that's true. Anybody can win on any given day. We found that out in the SEC championship game. The better team doesn't always win. But here's the problem if you're Eastern Michigan, right? Okay, Georgia Southern only throws the ball for 80 yards a game. I mean, all they do is run the ball, 260 on the ground per game. Eastern Michigan does not have a good rush defense. They give up 190 a game on the ground, okay? So Georgia Southern averages 260 on the ground. Eastern Michigan, on average, gives up 190. That tells me Georgia Southern is likely to rush for 300 plus in this game, which will keep Eastern Michigan off the field. 3 points isn't a whole lot, and because of that decided advantage that Georgia Southern is going to have in this game running the ball, I'm going to take them. Give me Georgia Southern. Is this a homer pick? A little bit, but honestly, I do think Georgia Southern is the better team. Give me Georgia Southern, lay to 3 points. All right, so we're taking 2 underdogs and 2 favorites. Let's see where we go on the last game of the day here. And this may be the best game, actually. Middle Tennessee State versus App State. You got to give Middle Tennessee State a lot of credit, okay? Now, they finished the season 8-5, okay? So you say, well, that's, not a great year. 3 of those losses were to SEC teams. Middle Tennessee State is not scared. So give them, yes, they lost all 3 of those games. They lost to Georgia, Vandy, and Kentucky. So I'm not here to try to pump up Middle Tennessee State and tell you they're some type of an elite team or whatever, but we see a lot of teams play one SEC team a year or something, but they scheduled 3 SEC teams, okay? So let's give Middle Tennessee State some credit there. Finished 8-5, right? They also lost to FIU and UAB. Those aren't terrible teams either, not on the SEC level, but so they really didn't have a bad loss in my mind, but they are sitting at 8-5. Now, App State went 10-2, right? Did they win the conference? Yeah, they did. They won the conference, but who'd they lose to? Georgia Southern, right? And Penn State. Did App State win the conference? I have to double check on that. I'm tempted to take you know what? I'm actually tempted to take both teams for one reason or another. I think App State is clearly a better team. I'm a little bit concerned because their coach has accepted a bigger job. Has that affected their preparation for this game? Maybe. I really have to salute Middle Tennessee State here for scheduling these 3 SEC teams, and I want to pick them just as a. I don't think I can. I think App State wins this game by more than 7. And unfortunately, I think this one might be the blowout that we see today. This one, I think App State wins comfortably. That's where I'm going to come down on this one. Give me App State late of 7 points. All right, if you want to sign up for Uncle Lou's Bowl Mania Pick'em Challenge that we're doing, you better do it quick. The game start at 1:30 today. There'll be a link in the description of this video that says Uncle Lou Bowl Mania, whatever. It's through ESPN. Almost 500 of you have signed up on there. I'm blown away. I can't believe that many of you signed up. I appreciate all you guys participating. This will be a lot of fun, right? And it'll give us something to argue with each other about as this bowl season goes through and even into the off season, right? Bragging rights, right? You know, a lot of you guys in the comment section, I don't, you know, don't really know each other, not really as far as meeting in real life, but you interact a lot with each other in the comment section. So this is going to be an opportunity for people to get bragging rights over other people. Who can get the most amount of these bowl games right? We're going to give something away to the winner at the end here. And we may do something for, I'll probably do something for second and third place too. But almost 500 people have entered this thing. If you want to enter it, click the link. I'll put the link down there. The password to get in will be down there. And get signed up. And remember, the game starts at 1:30 today. I think you can join late, but if you join after a game has already been played, then obviously there's no way for you to get points for that game. So your chances of winning or ranking high in this contest are going to diminish the longer you wait to join, because you'll miss the bowl games. Anyway, went through the games today. Didn't see Tennessee on there. They must be playing next week, so we'll get to the Tennessee Bowl preview next week. Anyway, Uncle Lou is back. I appreciate you guys putting up with my disappearing act I did over the last couple of weeks. I needed to take a little bit of I needed to slim my schedule down some over the last 2 weeks. 15, 18, 20 videos a week since basically the middle of July through the first week of December. Took its toll on me, and I just needed to take a little bit. I needed to step away for a minute, but I'm back now. I'm rejuvenated. I feel like a brand new man, and I'm going to knock it out for you guys through the rest of this bowl season. We'll have videos every day. The live shows will be back on schedule starting this week, and we'll have a great time. I appreciate you guys watching. Enjoy the bowl games today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good morning.